Zondo was being unduly rewarded for absolving Ramaphosa for his role in the Busasa and CR17 scandals, amongst other things.
Zuma challenges Zondo's appointment as Chief Justice, concerns mount over the rising cost of living, and panic in Paris as bedbugs are said to be taking over. Hello, I'm Mathapelo Moloi, and this is Eyewitness News.
This is Eyewitness News.
We begin with this. Former President Jacob Zuma has filed a court notice to oppose the appointment of Raymond Zondo as the country's Chief Justice. Zuma says President Cyril Ramaphosa acted irrationally by ignoring the advice of the Judicial Services Commission by appointing Zondo to the position. Last year, the JSC recommended Judge Mandisa Maya as their preferred candidate for the Chief Justice. However, Ramaphosa appointed Zondo to the position, saying the decision remained the sole prerogative of the state president. Spokesperson for the Jacob Zuma Foundation, Zwanele Manyi, says Ramaphosa must explain in court why he overlooked that recommendation.
Mr. Ramaphosa will be called upon indeed to dispel the allegation or suspicion that Zondo was being unduly rewarded for absolving Ramaphosa for his role in the Busasa and CR17 scandals, amongst other things.
The DA is calling on government to take decisive measures to cushion South Africans against the rising cost of living. As consumers buckle under the pressure of high food prices, they've been dealt with another blow. At the stroke of midnight, the prices of petrol, diesel, paraffin and gas went up again. But the DA's Bridget Masango says it's government's responsibility to mitigate against these hikes. Today, party members took to the streets marching against the high cost of living.
We have also called on government to urgently review the zero-rated items to include more items that are purchased by our poor and vulnerable. These items include wheat flour, margarine, cooking oil, baby food, soup powder, and beef and bone-in chicken.
To the courts now, where the defense in the murder trial of Sizwe Maywa has presented a possible alibi for two of the men accused of murdering the football star. Defense lawyer Zandile Mshololo has today been cross-examining state witness Constable Sizwe Zungu. Zungu claims to have seen all five men at a hostel in Vosloorus on the day Maywa was killed. But lawyer for third and fifth accused has used a picture where Mthobisi Ncube and Fisokuhle Ntuli could be seen standing together to dispute this.
And you see that that place is where it's George Hawk hostel in Johannesburg. It's not the hostel where you said the accused were. That picture was taken at around 5 when they were not in hostel, Sutu hostel as you said.
Meanwhile, the matter has been adjourned until Monday. As the fire rages on at the Richards Bay Woodchips Mill, there are fears that the blaze will spread to other business premises. The fire broke out at the weekend as two of the NCT's stockpiles went up in flames. Firefighters and emergency personnel are still attending to the scene as investigations into the exact cause continues. While earlier today, officials gave an update on the fire.
Indeed, if the fire was to come to our site in the normal course of things, it would be disastrous. And which is why we have taken measures in advance that we deplete the ammonia levels on site. So currently we do not carry any ammonia on site because we know ammonia is a flammable raw material. And also in the normal course of things, we would carry 80,000 tons of sulfur on site, and we have reduced those levels to about 6,000 tons at the moment. And we believe that's a manageable level of sulfur to carry on site since sulfur as well is flammable.
And we wrap up with this. With the Paris Fashion Week in full swing, French authorities have their hands full battling a bedbug infestation. It's being reported that the pests have been found in various places, ranging from movie theatres, trains and other public spaces. Well, as panic sets in among locals and visitors, authorities there have now assured people they are taking action to protect them. Although this is not a new problem for France, questions are being raised about the health and safety as preparations for next year's Olympic Games get underway. And that is all we have for you today. Again, remember to like, share and to subscribe.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.